just fine.
Hello and welcome to Wine Down Entre Amigas. Yo soy Celia.
And I'm Luz.
Gracias por acompañarnos en otro episodio. Today we're going to get started with our wine that we're having today. It is called Chill to Chill. It is actually a wine from France. So vamos a ver qué tal. Let's give it a rating.
Salud. It's pretty good. Sí está fuerte. A little bit bitter. So I would say I'll give it a 6.
I give it like a 7.5, más o
Sí.
menos.
Yeah, pero sí
Está
está fuerte.
fuertecito, pero
We're gonna get drunk after this one.
ya, con una copa vamos a tener hoy.
And
Está
then
como smooth el sabor, pero se siente
fuerte.
pegador.
Sí. It's
I
like
like
it's
it.
smooth.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bitter. It's smooth, pero for sure you can feel
Sí.
it's gonna be strong.
Sí. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and talk today about red flags.
Yes.
It'll be a fun episode.
Yes, red flags
So,
for sure.
I'll let you go ahead and get started with that one.
Yeah, for sure. So for us, one thing that we did was what we call rapid fire. We're gonna go ahead and give our top 5 for each of us of what are our red flags. I'll go ahead and start with my 5. I'm gonna say someone that's always late or reschedules on you. Someone that is cheap.
Yeah.
Commitment issues, cheaters, and someone that is lazy. No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, especially that one.
What about you?
Yes. For me, a big one is respect.
Okay.
Respect
Yes.
kind of goes hand with the next one that I have, which is how they treat others.
Mm-hmm.
I think that says a lot about someone. If they're immature, that's a big one for me porque
Yeah.
I've always tried to like date it older. Go for the same reason. Not viejitos, but older. Someone that has commitment issues. I think that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
And last but not least, los valores. Alguien que no tiene valores. That's a big red flag.
Yeah, you have to have the same ones for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now let's just deep dive. Let's deep dive in
Definitely.
ours. So vamos a decir let me start with mine. The always late and reschedule. I think that's a big one for me. I think I said it before, and I think in one of our episodes that for me, I feel my time is precious.
Yeah.
Just like someone else's time, I'm big on respecting people's time. Y que me digan like, oh, you know what, let's go on a date at esta hora. Y luego que me salgan como, ¿sabes qué? Something happened.
Dijo mi mamá que siempre no.
Ándale, it's like, you know what, something happened, or I had to reschedule, or cuando llegan tarde, you're there first and then they're not there, or if they tell you I'll pick you up and then like let's say you're waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah.
No, that's a big one for me. Like I think I don't know. What about you? Yours.
My first one is respect. I think if someone's not showing you respect, I mean, primero hay que respetar uno mismo, ¿verdad? But if they're not respecting you when you're dating, imagine if you get to the next step, which is marriage. Like, les va a valer madre completa. But I think that's a big one for me.
Especially like in the beginning, like, they're trying to be their best and their best behavior, show the best of them. And if they're already showing those little things and they don't respect you since the beginning, hell no, they ain't gonna respect you.
And I go back to, I've talked about it before in another episode of, at least for me, a relationship 2 years, no less, before like getting to a next step. Porque siento que en esos 2 años una persona puede enseñarte mucho de quién es y cómo es and how they're gonna be with you.
Yeah, pero a la vez también, como dicen, nunca acabas de conocer a una persona. You never get to know them. I think even if
it gives you a good idea, I think. Of
how they're gonna be. At least that I think 2 years is a good point where like, hey, like we have same interests, we get along, we have the same values, the same goals. Yeah, like definitely I think 2 years too.
Of course, people that I don't know met and within 4 months they were living together and all the jungle mumble. Y they're still good till today, pero creo que la mayoría de los casos ocupa uno invertir el tiempo para
conocerte.
Ajá, sí, es algo que quieres o no. I think for me
for sure.
That's a big one.
For me, the other one that I said was cheap. And I don't mean cheap like as in like oh, splurge on me. Like, no, like I can buy my own stuff. I'm fine. It's just more of like, you know what? Like, let's go to dinner. Hey, how about, and they're the ones that, hey, how about you pay yours and I pay mine?
Mhm.
Or, you know what, like, hey, let's go on a dinner. And then, oh, pues, what about we just get like a coffee? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to take me out to dinner and then you
Yeah.
change it on me, like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
just in general, I think like if someone, it's different if I say, hey, you know what, like, let's split half.
Yeah.
I'm all for splitting. But if they're like, oh, how about, you know what, I forgot my wallet, or, like those little things, I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't want you to be cheap. Like, that just, I don't know. Like,
I think, well, at least for me, I don't mind obviously paying for a dinner or whatever, pero que salga de uno. You know what I
exacto.
mean? Like, que no te digan, oye, can you pay?
No, that's what I mean. Like, if you offer, it's different. But if
Yes. Yeah.
if they invite you and then you expect them to pay, or like for me, I'm very traditional. It's like, for example, if they're like, oh, I invite me. If I invite you, it means for me, it's I'm paying
Yeah.
because I'm inviting you.
Yeah.
But if like, oh, how about if we go to dinner? Like, and then I'm like, yeah, once we're in dinner, and I'm like, you know what? How about I'll pay half. How about we split? I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But it's more of like, que diga, oh, I'll invite you. What if what if that week I paid rent? You know what I mean? It's just
Yes.
more of like, because for me, it's like if you're inviting me somewhere, like, it's just, I don't know.
You have the means to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
True.
if I offer, of course, I'll offer. Like, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Como dices, like, I don't mind it. But it's just more, I don't know, just being cheap.
I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
For me, the other one is how they treat others. Kind of goes with the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But bueno, puede ser que contigo they treat you all nice and everything, but then when you go, I don't know, to stores or dinner or whatever, and
Yeah.
they're just completely rude to the employees in the store, the server, or whatever. I think como es el dicho, dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres, porque te van a ver con esa persona, then people might think that you're okay with what they're doing. You know what I mean? Bueno, at least así lo veo yo. Si ves a alguien que está haciendo un pancho ahí por
Yeah. No.
any little thing, it's like,
Y creo que
okay.
te va a dar vergüenza, like, I don't know. Yo soy, no que me importe lo que piense la gente, pero I think I'm very respectful and me da pena, como dicen, pena ajena.
And
Like, if you're rude, like, I'm not the type of person. Like, I don't want to be seen, que tal me los encuentro in the store and then they're like, oh, damn, this is a girl that was hella rude. Like,
see,
I'm just not like that. Like, I can be rude, don't get me wrong, because yeah.
you
But
just
like,
reminded me of someone. Oh my god.
like, I can be rude, but it's like, I think it just depends. Like, I think I'm more of like, if you treat me away, I'm gonna treat you back. Like, I can be rude, but it's like, of course, if you're nice or there's no any reason for me to be rude at you, like, I'm not gonna be that way. And yeah, like, if they're already rude to everyone, like, shoot, how are they gonna be to me?
Me recordaste a una
A ver.
persona. This just happened a few months ago before we moved to our new house. Estábamos, I don't remember if my husband was sick. I don't know. We went to the pharmacy, right?
Ajá,
And era medicina para mi husband. So he went up to the counter and I stayed behind
ajá.
by where the line starts. And the girl was being all nice to him and shalala, which that same girl had been like hella rude to me and other
Ujú.
people that I had seen hella times. So I was like, me enteré un poquito. I was like, what the like esta
Le salió la
morra, like le está
tóxica.
echando el pedo a mi husband o qué chingados, you know? And when he comes back to me, he's like, oh, that's my buddy's girlfriend.
Ah,
I was like, okay, that makes
makes
sense.
sense.
Dije, pues qué casualidad esa morra. She's been fucking disrespectful to me
Mm.
before. Dice, dice mi husband, oh, ella tiene cara de medio malhumorada kind of thing, you know?
Oh.
Anyway,
What do
long
they
story
say?
short,
Resting bitch face?
ándale, así. Bueno, I can have that face from time to time, I'll be honest, pero no en mala onda. That's just how ando pensando y me
Seria,
voy.
en otra cosa yo.
Yeah, so me
Seria,
recordó.
Celia anda seria.
Ay, tu madre. Yes. Ya me recordó a esa vez que dije, oye, esta morra, like, a todo mundo que la he visto, she's freaking,
Sí,
like,
hella
rude to
rude.
them. Y acá con mi husband como si nada, pero pues ya lo conocía, so. But I mean, when you're in customer service, like,
Yeah.
you gotta be nice. Anyway, kind
I
of
know
going off
off
subject, pero me
topic,
recordaste,
but
yeah.
I agree though. Like, but
Yeah.
it comes back to that. Like, if you're rude to everyone, like, of course, there's someone that they're gonna be rude back, and it comes back to like that. I don't want to be shown with someone that is rude to someone, and then they're gonna see me and they're like, oh, that's the B that was rude to me, or you know what I mean, or she was with the person that
Mm-hmm.
was rude. Like, no, like I don't want to be associated with that type of person.
Yes.
Yeah, no. I think
Siento.
the other one that I said was commitment issues. I think it just kind of can be a little bit of everything. I think commitment issues, I can say it can be one thing, como por ejemplo, I see myself married and you don't see myself married. Or it can be also commitment as in like, hey, let's take this relationship serious where we're exclusive and you just want to date around. Then you're
Oh,
committed, you're not committed. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But you want me to be exclusive, but you don't want to be exclusive. You know what I mean? It can go that route. Or it also can be committed as in committed to me, like as in, you know what, we're in a committed relationship, pero también like I know I can count on you.
Mm,
I know if I have an issue, I can go to you and you're gonna be there. You're gonna back me up or you're gonna help me out or whatever. Like, I don't mean like financially and it's just in general. Like,
yeah.
if I have an issue and I just need to vent with someone and I need that like apapacho or like, you know what I mean? Like that type of commitment. I think commitment can just be a range of things. I think for me, it's a red flag if they're not committed. Pero también at the same time, like maybe at some point you wanted one thing and then later on you don't.
True.
You know what I mean? We have to be on the same page. I feel like, let's say I date someone and at the beginning they say, you know what, like I just want to date you and I don't want nothing to be serious. But then maybe when at that point, maybe I was in the same boat. But what if like pasan los años and then I'm like, you know what, like
You want something
I
more
do want
serious.
something more
Yeah.
serious. And if that person doesn't want commitment and they don't, then what's the point of me being there?
True.
So I think, like I said, it can be a little bit of everything, but commitment, I think for me is a huge one.
I'll go over my commitment. Kind of goes with what you're
Same.
saying. Pretty much, I think, yo sé que mucha gente dice que al principio de la relación que ni se tocan ciertos temas, because it's just like you're trying to rush through it, whatever. Yo creo diferente. No digo que al mero principio, but within the first few months, no, no chingues también tanto. No. Within the first few months, yo creo que sí debería uno tocar ciertos temas.
Mhm.
Por ejemplo, como dices, alguien que si quiere algo más serio, a big one, getting married.
Or kids.
Kids también,
Yeah.
getting married. Mucha gente hoy en día, they prefer to live together but not married.
Mhm.
Cada quien con lo que le quede,
Sí,
¿verdad?
sí,
Pero
sí.
yo por mí no es algo que quería.
Okay.
So yo,
And see, for
at least,
me, hell no. I don't want to get married again, but I want that commitment.
no, but you've been married before, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, tú quieres alguien como,
My life partner.
like, live together?
I want someone that's my life partner. Whether we live together, yeah, of course we live together. Yeah, I want someone that lives with me.
Okay.
But I want like a life partner, like someone that I know that is there in las buenas y en las malas.
Mhm.
And I have someone that we go through things and we're like a couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to be married. I feel like because I've been married and I know a paper doesn't mean anything and someone could just throw it a la basura. Like for me, I don't need a paper. Like, and that's the thing. Like some people don't know, but I've been married 2 times, and ándale.
Just kidding.
The first time I got married super young and I was in love and it was my first love but it's just the way things work. It was a very toxic, super toxic relationship. Um, I don't want to go into details. I don't want to throw shade on anyone, but it wasn't the best. Very physical, I will say that. Um, Emotional, mental. O sea, era super
Yeah.
toxic. O sea, in any way that you look at it, it was bad. Physical, mental, toxic, todo. And I think at that, but it was my first love. And it was like, that like, oh, el primer amor,
Sí.
and I was married a la iglesia and al civil. And I remember when I got married the second time, I didn't want to get married. But it was more my girl's dad was like, you know what, let's get married. Like he was more pushing for like, oh, if I get married, I want to get married big. I didn't even want to do a big wedding. He wanted a big wedding, which was ended up pointless, wasting money for no reason. But now I'm in the point where I'm like, I was married. I don't need to be married. So it's
You
not the
wouldn't get married
commitment.
again.
Honestly, I don't need to get married. I don't have the desire to get married, but I want that commitment of like, hey, one ring where it means something. And if we want to get married in the future, maybe we do, but I don't need to be married. I feel like a paper doesn't define having a solid relationship. A paper doesn't define someone walking out, someone cheating, someone not giving a F about the relationship. I don't think it does. Just because I was there before. And it's like we talked about it, like for my last divorce, for me, it was like, oof, I'm getting married forever. Like I was totally in love. And for what? You know, it was the biggest heartbreak, I would say. So I don't need to be married. I think it's more of like committed to me, committed to living together, growing all together, living life together.
Yeah.
You got me, I got you. If I need something, I know you're there with me side by side, living with me, experiencing with whatever, whether it's good or it's bad. But it's more of that committed to us, committed to the relationship rather than a paper. Because a paper, it doesn't mean nothing at the end of the day. I don't know. That's how I see it.
Y es a lo que voy, depende del punto al punto, porque at least for me, si yo solo me hubiera juntado con José, I think it would have been easy for me to just walk out when shit got hard, you know?
Yeah.
I think for me, marriage, it is more of a solid, o sea, te la piensas más, or at least I do. O sea, yo,
Yeah,
personalmente,
exactly.
personalmente, porque obviamente nadie somos perfectos. Yo tengo días que ni yo misma me aguanto, I'm not gonna lie, y obviamente él también. Y creo que es donde digo yo, okay, es donde tiene que uno ver like the commitment you're doing to be with that person en las malas y en las buenas. How it's said, you know, en las malas y en las buenas, porque no todos tenemos un día bueno todos los días. And it's hard to be at your 100% every day, especially cuando estás full-time mom, full-time job. Fuck, you get drained, like, de una manera u otra. Y no me quejo tanto because my husband helps me a lot, pero de todos modos, la chinga es la chinga, you know what I mean? So I think that's where commitment's a big thing. Y no solo entre pareja, but like for the future.
Yeah.
De algo escuché o leí or something, no me acuerdo, que when you're getting to know someone, think about the future. O sea, si es lo que estamos buscando, ¿verdad? Think about the future that it's not only going to be your partner for life, but the future dad or mom of your kids. You know?
Yeah.
Like, ¿cómo ves que se relaciona con los niños alrededor?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
it's like, hasta pa' allá, pinche chamaco, or like, oh, like, juega con ellos, or, you know, stuff like that. So,
But see, the thing is, like, that doesn't define a paper, though. I mean, we think, I get it.
no, like,
And at one point, I thought the same thing.
mhm.
But I think once you go through a divorce, it's like you see things a little differently, maybe.
But okay,
And
going back to your first divorce,
yeah.
estabas joven.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to talk about it, pero hay una razón por la que decidiste casarte que no fue la mejor. That's a subject for another episode, pero, o sea, tienes que ver what's all behind. I'm basing it as as you're getting to know that person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Y obviamente.
But that was my second marriage.
de-
That I got married because I was head over heels.
Pero ese cucaracho te la puso muy fea.
Sí. So for sure, that's what I'm saying. It's like maybe is that I've been burned, and maybe that I'm like, and I'm not saying that, like I said, I'm not saying that I wouldn't get married. I'm just saying I don't feel like it's a need for me to get married. Like I don't have to get married. But of course, if I meet the love of my life and I'm like, you know what, or whoever it is, like that, if they say, you know what, I want to be married, yeah, I would get married. But it's more of like, do I have the need to get married? I don't have the need to get married.
But if the other person wants to get married, you'll be open to it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I'm like, oh, I have to get married. Hey, don't get me wrong. Like, give me that ring. I want to see that commitment. But I can have it for 10 years if you want, 20 years. But it's more, I think a ring también es un symbol of commitment.
I think you're meaning more like, quieres tener a esa persona a tu lado, that you know no matter what, it's not going to go anywhere.
And that's what I'm saying. That's my life partner.
Sí.
Whether I get married or whether I don't get married, it doesn't matter. But I want someone that is committed. That point of like, that is committed to being there whenever, you know, como digo, through thick and thin. Que it's good and it's bad. Que it's not going to run away because, como te digo, like a paper, it didn't make any difference. Yeah. So that's based on, obviously, my personal opinion.
And we go back to how we're very different, but yeah, we get along very well. Estamos en diferentes etapas de la vida, pero hey, hopefully mine does last forever. Who knows?
Yes,
¿Qué
hopefully.
va a pasar en el futuro, verdad? Pero I'm hoping and praying for it.
Yeah.
Yes. So my other one was los valores. Los valores. Creo que eso es importante porque si no solo en religión, pero no quiero decir, no, technically soy católica, pues sí, porque es con lo que
Es la iglesia, pues entonces sí,
sí,
¿no?
pero o sea, mi punto es, no me baso tanto en la religión, sino en mi relación con Dios. You know what I mean? Like more spiritual, I guess you can say. No, no estoy de acuerdo con muchas cosas que hacen los católicos, porque
Yeah.
sí, a veces he ido a misa y la de al lado está ahí criticando, vivoreando the one right next to them, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing here if you're going to be doing that, you know? Like, ¿para
Sí,
qué
sí,
vienes a
sí.
la misa si vas a andar criticando a tu persona de lado?
Tu
Anyway,
neighbor.
that's a whole other subject. Pero bueno, creo que es muy importante si es, no sé, alguien ateo con alguien que sí tiene creencias, pues a chocar ahí la cosa,
Y
I
sí,
think.
definitivamente tiene que haber algo similar.
Yeah.
O maybe, ponle que maybe no son de la misma religión, porque, por ejemplo, eso pasó conmigo.
Ujú.
Yo soy católica, crecí católica. Obviamente, como dices tú, no estoy de acuerdo en 100% todas las creencias, pero soy católica, o sea, creo en Dios, creo en los mandamientos, todo eso, ¿no? Y yo sí me considero católica. Entonces, la cosa es de que yo me casé con alguien que realmente no tenía una religión, pero su familia era cristiana.
Was this your last one?
Sí.
Okay.
Entonces, me acuerdo que antes de tener hijos, para mí, que mis hijas fueran bautizadas, que mis hijas hicieran su primera comunión, confirmación, etcétera, era muy importante. En el sentido de no yo de escoger su religión, pero era más como que, okey, yo soy católica, van a ir a misa, entonces quiero que si algún día se quieren casar y les gusta la religión,
Ujú.
que puedan, porque ya tienen esos mandamientos.
Okay.
Y cuando tengan la edad suficiente, que ellas escojan, o quiero ser cristiana, porque él no practicaba el ser Christian, no lo practicaba, su mamá va a la iglesia, lo que sea, pero he personally didn't.
Okay.
So it was more of like, okay, well, if I'm the practicing Catholic, I want them to grow in the Catholic Church, but I do want them to have options where when they're older, they can say, you know what, that religion is not for me. And I want to become a Christian, or I want to become a Jehovah Witness, or whatever they want to believe.
What they feel. Yeah.
Exactly. But at least since they were growing up in the Catholic Church, that they know what a baptism is, that they know what doing your first communion is. I think for me that was very important, and it's something that we both agreed that at that time, not
Yeah,
no
yeah.
more, but at that time we agreed that they were both going to get baptized. They were going to do everything because it for him it didn't matter.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I like both of my girls are baptized. Of course, the first communion I wish it could be the same, but that's another story. But at least that they know that they can choose. Well, I want to be Christian or I want to be Catholic. You know, that was important for me. So for sure, I think it's if
And
he would have told me, "Oh no, they're not getting baptized," I'd be like, "Sorry, bye." Because I needed someone that agreed. And like with Nani, oh, both of them, we both agreed on their padrinos.
okay.
We both like Nani's, her madrina is my sister, Fabi, and for her Nino is Alex, which was a friend of his. So we said, okay, that we both. For Kalia, it was my cousin and his wife because he got along with my cousin, and of course, it's my cousin. It's like almost like a brother.
Mhm.
So those are her Ninos.
Okay.
So we agreed on those things. So there were major things for sure.
And I do kind of agree with that on that porque my husband as well was raised Catholic. He no es muy entrado en la religión or whatever, but he was okay with me baptizing our son. So he was present, he went, he was there, so he supported me.
That's good.
Y no me dijo, no, ni madres, you're not going to do that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pero sí, same thing with the church
Okay.
when we got married.
Yeah.
For him, he would have been okay with just with the court, but since I wanted a wedding
Yeah.
and through the
Catholic.
church, he was okay with that as well. Like he
And those
supported
are
as
huge
well. Yeah.
things.
So
I can guarantee you,
he's
you wouldn't.
open to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now for me, the first communion and the confirmation, I feel that has to come out of my son
Mhm.
if he wants to do that. So
Yeah.
medio comparto eso contigo. Like I'm open for him to explore his options, you
Okay.
know? So no lo voy a decir a huevo te vas a
Bautizo.
confirmar y a tu primera como no. Like
Mhm.
whatever he wants, I'm okay with. I wish it would have been like that for me because I do attend a Christian or well, not denominational, but
Mm.
it's kind of Christian as well. Well, my mom's not the happiest about it. She's hardcore Catholic, so
Um,
it's
but you know what? Like it comes back to what you said. De que te sirve going to church if you're talking
sí,
shit about the person that's sitting next to you?
sí.
And like that's a big one. And I think at my moment when at one point I did go to a non-denominational Christian church too,
Mhm.
and I loved it.
And I think we went to the same one,
Maybe.
no?
And
Anyway,
when we were in Stockton, no?
I know
No,
it's a
okay, no.
different one.
So no, I
I
went.
do once in Stockton for
Yeah,
algo the Christmas thing that
sí, sí,
we're gonna
sí.
have. Yeah.
And I liked it because it wasn't really. I think the biggest one for me is when they talk bad of La Virgen de Guadalupe because I'm a huge believer in La Virgen de
Mhm.
Guadalupe. And if they talk shit about her, of course I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to your church.
Sí.
Pero when they're talking about God and talking about the Bible, I have no issue. But también I don't want someone that throws a religion and shoves it off my mouth and they like, you have to be Christian and
Ah,
da,
no.
da, da, da. No,
A huevo ni los
like
zapatos entran.
it's for me it's more of like si a mí me nace and it comes out of me to go to your church, I'll go to your church.
Yeah. And
But
that's
if
what
it's
I think.
Mhm.
See, es lo que whatever you feel like home,
Exactly.
if
And
that makes
that's what
sense.
it comes back to that because like when I went to the Christian, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, I liked it, but then I felt like it wasn't for me.
Mhm,
And I went back to my Catholic church and it was like, you know what? This is what I feel it's home.
mhm.
So for me, that was it. But that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't expect my kids to have the same beliefs I had. I don't or have or grew up or, you know. But for me, it just wasn't for me. And
Sí.
it's like I respect it. And like my sister is a different religion. She's Christian, and we have had oh my god hardcore debates about religion. But it's because of come with me and you know come with me. And she's like oh but and then she's like pero que Catholic and this and that.
Se tiene
And I'm
que
like
hacer, I think. Se tiene
yeah,
que hacer,
and that's why
yeah.
I told her, look, I tried Christian. I didn't like it.
Mhm.
I went back to me and I respect whatever religion. I'm not the type that is gonna be like, oh no, you know, your religion is bad. No, no, no. I
It's
respect what
actually
you do, pero that's not for me. And
well,
please don't
yeah.
force me to go because I'm not gonna go. Like you gotta come with me. I went with you, or I do this for you, you gotta come with me. It means a lot to me. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, I get it and I'm sorry. It means a lot to you, but my beliefs are my personal beliefs are also my priority. And if
Sí.
for me I don't feel comfortable, I'm sorry, but I'm not go that doesn't take of me not loving you or supporting you because I support you, do your thing. But that's just not for me.
And that's what I mean. Los valores son muy importantes.
Yeah.
Not to be there 100. No tienen que estar igual 100%, I think, but at least to respect them and support
Hmm.
them. I think it's very
Exactly.
important.
Yeah. And see, the other one I had was cheaters and lazy. Like,
Sí.
yeah, for me, I mean, cheaters, like, you know, we said it in the other previous episodes. Once a cheater, always a
Always a
cheater.
cheater.
That's in my eyes. I feel like if you didn't care to take in mind that you were committed to someone and that someone's committed to you and you're opening that door to bring someone in or either entertain the fact of texting or sending a video or sending a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like then you had no respect for me. You didn't care about my feelings, nor you love me enough to be entertaining someone else. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
And it's like if you did it in the past, what says I'm gonna be different?
Yeah.
That's just my personal point of view. And lazy, oof, someone that doesn't work. Don't get me wrong. Like I work
Takes it
hard, and
off.
you know I work hard, and
Yeah.
I'm thankfully God, you know, God willing, I'm where I am because I work my ass off, and I want someone that works equally enough. And I don't mean that they have the same paying job or we make the same or you make more or I make more or you make less and I make less. It's not about that. It's more of the fact that you can provide.
Yeah.
God forbid something happens. You don't have to have the best job, but at least it shows that you're responsible.
Yeah.
That you know that you go to work and you're supposed to go to work. And, you know, it's like, it's just like if I'm working my ass off, freaking, especially me, night shift, like imagine like I don't want to live with someone that you're lazy and you're just sleeping all day. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not no ding or no shade to any stay at home dads, but I could never be with a stay at home dad. I wanna be with someone that can pull their weight.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm not saying that there's difference. If maybe it works for you guys, phew, thumbs up for it. But for me, I could personally, I could never be with someone that doesn't want to work, that is lazy. And laziness can also be laziness as in like, hey, I work 13-hour shift, night shift, and I have to come home to clean the house.
Oh,
Or I have to
madre.
come home and you can't even pick up your clothes from the floor because I have to be picking up after you and washing the dishes and putting clothes to wash. It should be equally. If I live with
Yeah.
someone, hey, you can throw a wash. You have hands. Tienes manitas, dirían, you
It's
know?
it, como va ese de a married single mom
Mhm.
kind of thing. It pisses me off just to even think about it. I'll just say it like that. Pero sí, why do you think in your past relationships you allowed certain things to
Like, why did I
like
ignore
red
them?
flags to yeah.
Um, Honestly, I feel like maybe always you're in love and you think, you know what, like maybe they change or maybe in the future, like, after a few years they see this is important for me and they're gonna see like and maybe they're gonna change. I think it's a lot of they're gonna change, because I will say like not the
Like
lazy enough.
hoping for.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
the lazy one, because I'm sorry, but I can't. But I think everything else, maybe there was points where I probably did ignore them
Mhm.
and I have ignored them, but at the same time I feel like I was in love and I'm like I was hopeful that the relationship was gonna be, that one relationship que was gonna work out or it's just I think es más eso, like you're hoping for the best and you're hoping that they're gonna change. But honestly, like I think if you really look back at it, like if someone is a certain way, it's already innate in them.
Yeah.
Está en ellos and it's not gonna change. Like they're not gonna change for you. If they're not willing to change for themselves, what makes you think you're gonna be the person that's gonna change them? That's just them. And you gotta
Yeah.
accept it. You know what I mean? And if it's not you and you guys are going your both ways, honestly, I feel like it's a matter of time. You can be there 8 months, you can be there a year, 10 years. But if you guys are kind of going a different way, it's not gonna work out.
Like my good friend Steve Harvey says, a man is willing to change for the right woman for them. So if he's not changing for you,
If you're not the
you're
right
not the
woman,
one.
chin.
Cámbiale, güey. Cámbiale.
Yeah, and what about
But
for you? Do you think you ignored any of those?
yes, going back
Why?
to what I say, as you go through life, vas cambiando tus valores
Mm-hmm.
or what you want or don't want from a relationship. And I think it's like, a veces piensas, oh, like it was just this one little thing.
Yeah.
Oh, esto pasó esta vez. It's not gonna happen again. Ay, fue algo no tan importante. Or so we say. At the end of the day, tienes tu little bouquet of red flags, you know?
Ándale. That's a good way to
That,
put it.
yeah, it's
Imagínate, like, you don't want a buchona red flag.
chinga tu
Me
madre.
pego.
Esos
No.
no quiero.
Ándale, una o dos todavía te la paso, pero
Yeah.
imagínate, no manches.
So I think we
Yeah.
excuse them
Mhm.
just because we're trying to make it
Work.
work or make them be the one porque nos gusta a certain thing, but then there's
Mm.
otras 10,000 otras cosas que
That's
no.
true.
You know what I mean? So
It's like you want them to hit, como dicen, all the check mark, all the boxes, but at the same time, it's like,
mhm.
they're not,
At
but you
least for me
want,
personally,
yeah.
ya de un poco más grande,
Mhm.
you do your pros and your cons of that person y que más en la balanza, lo bueno o lo malo.
But it's easy to say, but it's
Then,
hard
yeah,
to do, honestly. Like, I feel like
it
when you're
takes
in a
thought.
relationship, I feel especially if you're in a relationship that has been there for many years,
Mm.
I feel like it's hard. Sometimes the way I see it is like, it's not going to go nowhere. And unfortunately, no matter how much you love the person, if you see the things differently,
Mm.
if you have different values, or if things that are important to you are not important to them, it's
It's just
never
not gonna
gonna go
go.
nowhere.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's like I think sometimes we're like, damn, but we invested 2 years, or we invested 5 years, or we invested 10 years, or 15 years, and it's like sometimes you think about it twice to throw those
but
things away.
yeah,
But at the same time, it's like, damn, do
I
I want
also
to
would.
waste another 5 years?
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you start excusing that person por las cositas que van haciendo that deep down you're not okay with,
Yeah.
but ahí vas de way. No, it was just this one time. Oh, it wasn't that bad, or like,
Oh, but he's gonna change.
yeah. For
Yeah.
example, one of the relationships I had, um, we were into about a year or so of the relationship,
Mhm.
y me prestó su iPod. Entonces,
Yeah.
esos grandes no me acuerdo ni
Sí,
qué
sí,
madre
sí.
es, pero bueno. Y so I took it home, whatever, y yo de tóxica, para que digo que no,
No,
en lo que
súper
estaba escuchando la música, o se lo pedí para
Ujú,
escuchar música, ¿verdad? Pero yo de tóxica en aquel tiempo dije, shit, let me go through it.
ujú.
So lo único que había era emails, pero como lo tenía conectado con su iPhone,
Oh,
le
shit.
llegaban las notificaciones de todas las personas que le mandaban
Mm.
mensajes. Well, guess what? Estaban mensajes de su exnovia.
Oh, hell no.
Y según él, no pasó nada de mensajes, pero pues en sí no se sabe.
Mm,
So, sí lo terminé, pero voy yo de pendeja al poquito tiempo to, to perdonarlo, pero vuelvo a lo de tóxica, lo perdoné to kind of get back at him.
Oh, shit.
So, le pagué con la misma moneda para no hacer la
Mm.
historia larga. Yes, I know. I was like 16, 17, I don't know. Not something I'm proud of, but I did do that. So
Okay.
it's like, lo perdoné con yo, por yo pagarle con la misma moneda.
Damn.
But then at the end of the day, we continue on for the relationship y
How long?
pues casi 5 años.
5 años?
Ujú.
Ay, güey.
Sí. Anyway,
Damn.
but it was like an on and off and enough. Hoy he hablado de eso un
Sí,
poquito,
sí,
pero
sí.
um, yeah, it was
Yeah,
just,
I think it's como dices, like, maybe to get back at him, but it's like also the routine.
sí,
You're so used to that person. I think for me, the biggest thing también is sometimes as you get older,
yeah.
it's like sometimes maybe you don't want to be old. You don't want to be not old. What the hell? You don't want to be
I don't
alone.
want to be old. Yeah, totally not.
You don't want to be alone, and then you think about it like, damn, like I already invested 10 years of my life. And
Sí,
with this person, like, why not try to make it work? But then at the same time, it's like, it's not going to go nowhere.
yeah.
And it's like, why keep taking the time and why keep investing in this person and giving your 100 when maybe somewhere out there is someone that's meant for them and someone that's meant for you. It's like no
Yeah.
matter, como dicen, like si el zapato, what does it say? You
It-
can't force a shoe to fit, right? If it's not gonna fit.
One of my good friends, Edith, told me once,
Mhm.
um, she's seen it, I think on a video or something like that. She's like, don't let your current boyfriend keep you from your future husband or some shit like that.
What if I don't want a husband at the best?
Hija de madre. It was just the thing. Anyway, and that got me
It
thinking,
is true though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like maybe
Pero
another thing that I saw is like if they never have wanted to commit to you, maybe it's like you're never been that person that they're looking for.
yeah,
So it's like it makes you really think about it. Like how much many more years do I want to invest in that relationship that honestly it might not go nowhere. And it sucks.
it's hard for things to change
Yeah. But I
así de
think
la nada, pues.
yeah, for sure. But I think it's like I feel like you personally have to realize that and come to terms before you can take that step. Because I feel like it's not an easy step
Ujú.
to say like, damn, like, you know what? That's it. You
Yeah.
know? It's a tough one.
Medio cambiando el tema, está pegador ese pinche vino, ¿eh?
No,
You just
just
say. Si
yes.
se me cruzan los ojos, I'm sorry. Let's move on to your section for a listener spill.
Yeah.
We got a couple of stories from a few of our followers. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing, by the way.
Yes.
We always give you the option of keep it anonymous if you want, or if you want to share just your first name, then we do that as well.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and start, or let me?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. I have one from Annalie. Dice, the way he treated his mom, I don't know what made me think he wouldn't treat me the same. If he doesn't respect his mother, he will not respect you or anyone. Damn.
That's
It
a big
is
ouch.
true.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, like, their mom is usually, like, you know, their
Yeah.
one person that they
El ser que
respect.
le dio la vida y no
Mhm.
lo respetas, like,
Mm.
what the f, you know? Yeah.
Well, yeah, and imagine if like they're willing to treat them that way. Like,
Yeah.
what makes you think they're gonna treat you better?
Yeah.
I agree. What
Like
about
I said, how they treat others says a lot of
really?
them.
Oh, hell yeah.
My first one says anonymous. It says, when he cheated on me and kept saying she was just a friend. So I took him back. Oh, girl. And,
Always the friend, huh?
mm-hmm,
I
yeah.
remember from a previous episode también the friend. Ay.
You know what? One of my brothers siempre say that there's no such thing as a friendship between a girl and well, like opposite sex. Pues.
Well, it depends. I think
Pero,
no. I think it depends. I think is like I feel like you can have girlfriends if you're a man, and you can have boyfriends. I don't mean like boyfriends, but you know, guy
friend as
friends.
boy, yeah.
Exactly. But I feel like if like there's that respect and you know, like I mean it depends. Like I have one of my closest friends, you know, shout out to Ricardo. But you know, he's gay and I've known him my whole life. And honestly, if someone tells me sorry, you can't speak to him or you're not allowed to have a friendship with him or you can't see him or whatever, like I'm like, sorry, but I
He's
know
out.
exactly
Yeah.
because like I known him my entire life. Like I'm talking about what third, fourth grade. And it's like he knows me, my family knows him, my dad knows him. And if you're gonna be tell me like don't talk to him, I'm sorry, but like he came before you came.
Yeah.
So like, you know, he's been with me for many, many years. It's like I'm not gonna do that. And it's the same thing if he has a friend, like then how can I tell him like how can he tell me, well sorry, you're not allowed to have a guy friend if I have a girlfriend,
Yeah, yeah.
you know? Pero siempre tiene que haber ese respeto. Like I feel like you don't necessarily have to be there has to be other feelings to have a friend that's a girl of the opposite sex.
It's a very
Thin line.
yeah sensitive situation, I think. But I think, yeah. Y especialmente si se los presentas a tu pareja, I
I was gonna
think
say that.
it's
Mhm.
ya estás poniendo okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Not that it's very complicated situation.
I think it depends. I think it depends if they know of you and they talk of you and they respect you and they don't get involved in your relationship, like okay, I'm fine with it. But if you're gonna meterse saña or
Mhm.
like then what the hell? Like
Yeah,
no, like either there you can stay there.
keep it separate.
Exactly. Like don't get involved. Of course, it's like we know if it's your best friend and you talk to them about your guys' situation, pero también it's like if I don't know, like it just depends.
Sí.
Honestly, I feel like it depends. But if like they're not gonna respect me as a person and that's your best friend, like I'm sorry, whether it can be a guy and it can be a girl.
Yeah.
Like you have to say, hey, you know what? We're friends, but please respect my partner.
Yeah, yeah.
And it has to go both ways.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Yes.
See, the next one I have is anonymous. Dice love bombing, controlling tendencies, and rude to people around us, like servers, etc.
Oh,
So for sure, like controlling tendencies, oh yeah, like you're not gonna tell me what to wear. You're
what
gonna
to
tell
do
me
or
what to
not do?
do. Hell yeah.
Who to hang out or
And
not?
then like who can be my friend, who cannot be my friend, si vas o si no vas, or hey, why didn't you tell me you're going there? Like I'm sorry, but like no.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a big one for me. I think I've never had really someone that tells me like, oh, why are you wearing that? And if they would, I'll be like, bye. Like I'm sorry,
Le
this is
das
me.
vuelta and then you're like,
Yeah, because it's like this is me. Like
mhm.
I'm sorry, but I'm not changing who I am, and you met me this way.
Yeah.
You're not gonna change me. At least in the dressing side. Like,
But at least for, well, vamos, depende de la situación. But at least for me, like back in my single days, pues sí usaba cosas más provocativas, por así decirlo, ¿verdad? But now, like, I respect me
yeah.
to respect my husband. You know what I mean? Like,
But you don't have to. But see,
no,
that's why we don't agree, because it's like you don't have to dress a certain way to respect your
no,
husband.
no, but that's me. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
made that choice. Not that my husband told me. Él le vale. De hecho, él me dice, oye, ponte tal
sí,
cosita, you
sí,
know?
sí.
And I'm like, I don't know.
I think
But,
for me it was funny because it happened to me. I remember we went to a movies, and I mean, I'm not very flashy. I'm not a person that's gonna be showing too much skin, you know. But andale cleavage. Pero sometimes I wear my like a little, you know, a little showing a little more skin. But the way I see it is you keep it classy también. Like if you know you're showing a little skin here, you close a little there, or vice
yeah,
versa,
yeah.
you know. And I remember we went to the movies and I was wearing a dress, you know. Of course, you gotta feel confident and you gotta, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta feel good with yourself, I
Yeah.
think. It's like you gotta like what you wear. And I remember we went to the movies and I was wearing a little, a dress that I was a little revealing, but it wasn't nothing like slutty or nada. But I remember like, and I didn't even notice. It's like, I remember we went to order, we ordered popcorn or whatever we were gonna order. And my boyfriend noticed that the person was looking too much at my boobs. I didn't notice. I swear I was like, ah, whatever, you know? But after he told me, oh, did you notice how he's looking at you this way? He kept staring at you. Like, and,
Le salió el
and,
celostino.
and I was like, well, I didn't even notice. He said, well, yeah, maybe because you're a little showing too much. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to change the way I dress for you.
Tú enseña
And
lo
I
que
told
Dios te dio.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, "You know what? Like, I'm not a person that's gonna be vulgar, or I'm not over showing, because hell no, that's just not me. Like, if you wanna wear like that, that's fine, that's on you, but that's just not me." But I'm like, "You're not gonna tell me cover yourself because I don't want someone to look at me." I'm like, "Shoot." I would be like, "Hey, look at my girlfriend, she looks good." You know what I mean? Like, rather than
Show you off.
cover up.
Yeah.
Like, hell no. Like, and I told him, well, oh well. I was like, hey, I was like, now
Yeah.
you see, maybe you don't look at me. Hey, alguien más sí me va a ver. Ah. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Like, you don't, no, at least for me, it's like, you're not going
Si
to
tú
tell me
no
what
me
to wear.
complementas, alguien más lo hará.
Ándale. Hell yeah.
So for my next one that I have, anonymous, they say when he was a mama's boy. Been there. Totally get you. Yes,
So what do we
it's.
mean by mama was a boy también? It's
I
a
mean, of
different thing.
course, love your mama, respect your mama, of course.
Mhm.
But at least for me, I don't know what she was talking about. But at least for me, it was it got to the point where everywhere that we're going,
Mhm.
ahí va la mamá y la hermana and sometimes el hermano también.
Yeah.
Like we were las pocas veces que íbamos a salir solos, he will get a call from the mom and be
Mhm.
like, no, regrésate a la casa porque tengo un mal presentimiento. I'm
Yeah, no.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
things like that is like, okay, nomás porque tiene un mal presentimiento is like, no.
Yeah, no, like no, that's just a little too much. Mine is a little bit similar also with the mom. They say when they still live with their mom. I mean, of course, I don't know the situation. She didn't go deep in, or he or she didn't. Oh yeah, it's a girl.
She. Yeah, it's a she.
But they didn't go much into details. But for sure, it's like it can be a little bit of both. Like, I don't mind someone that lives at home if they're the ones that pay. Maybe it's a single mom, or maybe it's an older mom that can
Yeah.
do anything for them, or a dad, vice versa. I don't mind that, but it's more of like my parents rent. I live at home and I pay. I wouldn't work. My parents live everything. I have no responsibilities, and hell yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big
that's where I come with the
one.
como la madurez de la persona.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why I put one of my big ones is
Yeah,
how mature they are.
responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, mature
Yeah.
responsibility. Like, if you can cover your own bills, shoot. What makes you think that you're gonna be able to help
You'll
me?
be
Or,
the next one
yep.
taking care of their bills.
Hell no, I ain't gonna support anyone. Mejor me quedo sola. Hell no.
Dale sola que mal acompañada. My next one is anonymous. It says them treating you nicely, but they treat people. I'm sorry, other poorly. Ay,
What?
yeah, ya ando peda.
Yeah, yeah, the wine is
No,
making effect.
when they treat you nicely, but they're treating other people poorly.
It comes back to how they treat others.
How they treat others says a lot about someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be all nice and loving-dovey to you, pero cómo están con la otra gente. It's like,
Yeah. And then also, if you think about it too, it's like, I don't want to be associated with someone that is being disrespectful or rude to someone. It's like, what if I find him in the store? What if I
sí.
find him, I don't know, in my kids' school, and they're like, oh damn, that's the girl that was with a guy that was disrespectful.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I think definitely, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't care what people say, but if it comes down to like my character and I'm gonna be judged on my character because of someone's actions, of course I'm not okay with it.
no,
Yeah,
totally not.
no.
Yeah.
See, my last one that I have is an anonymous. Dice, always rescheduled on me or canceled last minute. I soon realized he was very unreliable. Dice, and another one. A funny story I heard in the radio about a red flag a girl had when the guy she was talking was rude to his Alexa.
Alexa.
So she decided to cut him off. Damn. Like,
I
imagine.
wonder what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, imagine like if he's cussing Alexa, what if he cusses me out? Pero I don't know if I would really cut someone off or consider a red flag. I mean, a veces jugamos y dice, ay, cállate, Alexa, no chingues. You know what I mean? Like, pero no lo haces en mala onda. Pero para que te corte nomás porque como le hablas a Alexa, pues también está cabrón.
I guess it depends on the
Es lo que
situation.
digo,
Depends on what was going on, but we don't know the background. So
for sure.
yes,
But for sure on the reschedule and cancel.
sí.
Like, you know me. Like, if you cancel on me and you schedule on me, que okay, let's meet, que luego que no, y que sí, que no.
Mi mamá que siempre
See you later.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
agree.
no.
Yes. So my last one that I have here is from Yeti. Thank you, Yeti, for sharing. They say, I was talking to someone and they wanted to take me out on a date. At this time, I was a single mom with a 1-year-old. He asked me to go out with him on the Friday just to find a sitter for my kid.
Oh, yeah.
Mi madres.
Imagine,
Córtala, mi chavo. Córtala.
imagine if like they tell you like, hey, like I'll reschedule. Just find a sitter. Like, no. I'm sorry, but my child's a priority.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Heck no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm married now, but if
Then
I
it's
was
a
in that
package.
situation, exactly. I was going to say that. Like, me quieres a mí, yo quieres lo que viene conmigo.
And I get it. You're not going to be the dad to my kid, but at least you're going to respect the fact that I'm a mother.
Incluirlos, valorarlos,
Yeah.
you know, like.
And respect my time, and it comes back to rescheduling and all that. It's like respect my time as an individual and respect my time as a parent. It's like if you know you're dating me and I have a child, you know my child is obviously my priority. How are you going to tell me like choose me over him or like I'll go with you, but you need to find a sitter? Hell no. It's like okay, bye, boy. See you later. You
Ni
know?
madres.
Oh yes. Yeah. Another one we have. We decided to do bestie rules. Basically, what are like our rules that we're gonna say for red flags? So how about if we do after all the red flags we say run?
Well, you run, girl. You run. Yeah.
So let's say, for example, always late, reschedule, run.
Run. Yes. If they don't respect you,
Run.
you run. Yes.
If they're cheap, run.
If they treat others poorly,
Córrele.
run. Ni madres, yeah.
If they have commitment issues,
Double the
fucking
run.
run.
Un maratón na chinga.
Cheaters,
Run. Immature,
run.
for sure.
And if they're lazy, hell of a run.
Si no tienen valores,
run.
Run.
Heck yeah.
Run around it. Well,
Ándale, córrele. Hide, whatever you gotta do, but run.
yes.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, so just kind of to go into the last of our podcast, we want to invite you girls,
guys.
everyone, not just girls, to keep up with us. And we post every Friday. We do post the story on what we're going to talk next on our episodes. We will link all the accounts that we have below. That way you can just click away. And we have our Instagram, our YouTube, and our Spotify account.
Yes.
We will post every Friday for sure. And if we have a topic that you want us to go about, just go ahead and send it in the comments, in the DM, whatever you prefer. If you have a suggestion for us to kind of do differently or add to our
maybe an idea of an
episode, yeah, something that you'll like to hear. And as always, just grab your favorite drink. Of course, we have wine because we're winding down. But I know not everyone likes wine, but just grab your favorite drink and relax with us.
Yeah, and to close it off, like, you know, what did we learn? What did we learn to not ignore those red flags?
Definitely.
You know, it's like obviously if they're considered red flags, you know, like obviously it's not going to work out. Like if those are big no-nos for you and they're the big, you know, those are my non-negotiables.
Sí.
Like it's not, what's the point of just prolonging this stuff?
Yes.
You know, just, you know what, it is what it is. It's maybe that person's just not for you. Don't ever ignore them, you know? And like you said, follow us. We drop episodes every Friday. Like if you guys like us, you know, come and sip a glass of wine with us, chit chat. Feel free to comment. Yes, thumbs up, follow us, share us, you know, with who other people that you guys know. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, definitely.
You want to close it out?
Yes. So to close it out, I want to make a toast to not collecting red flags anymore, to not have that buchona bouquet. Salud.
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 Ni madres, no. tanto eso.
Pour the bottle, let it flow tonight. Glass half full, never felt so right. Laughs louder than the city lights. Girls on fire, no need to fight. We don't need a reason to toast this season. Wind down, pour it around. Laughter spinning, never touch the ground.